Well, it was Disney's first feature film, and more than 80 years on, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is still thrilling audiences young and old.
Now, pantomime queen Bonnie Lithgow has reimagined the classic tale for the year 2020, and she joins us now live from Hollywood. Bonnie, lovely to see you there. How are you? You good?
Lovely to see you both as well.
Yeah, terrific. Hey, you're bringing Snow White and the Dwarfs to the stage next year. Tell us about your brand new 2020 panto.
You know, when you say 2020, it's really scary because we did it 6 years ago, and I'm thinking, wow, I'm doing it again, and I'm doing it here in USA, and I'm doing it also coming down to Australia to the Coliseum. It's going to be different because we're going to change it around a bit. We've got new songs, we've got a new cast, and we're going to change the dwarves around because we're thinking of, well, there's a guy that we've had many times called Kev Orkian, and he's our comedy guy. And we're going to actually have him as one of our dwarves. So we're going to change that. And we've got some more. I know.
You're mixing
and
it up.
We've got some new. Mixing it up, but because, Richard, I think we have to. I think there comes a time when you really have to look at what's going on in the English panto and then bring that back out here to Australia.
Very good.
So, I mean, speaking of this fabulous cast, you've also got Sir Cliff Richard involved. Why did you choose these people for this production, and how did you get such big names?
Well, Sir Cliff I've known for a very long time, actually since I was 15. So he's been a friend forever. And I asked him, I said, how do you feel about being the mirror? So he said, I'd really like to be the mirror, but I'd love to be the bad mirror. I said, no chance. You're not going to be our good mirror. And you know what? We went over and we filmed it, and he was brilliant. He did everything in one take. But what was funny was he was really naughty as well, because he kept trying to change it so that he was being the bad mirror. But no, he's just the most wonderful person, and because I think we've been friends for so many years, he was happy to do it, and I said, well, let's do it. And it's funny, I was looking at some of the footage of it last night, and you're all going to see it in Australia. He is so good, and although he's a good mirror, he's funny, and we've kind of linked songs of his to the words, so it's very interesting, and he's going to be great.
Yeah, he's perfect for a big panto, isn't he? Just absolutely great.
Yeah, he is. I'd love to have him here, but I keep telling him, come to Australia. But he's such a busy man.
Yeah, he is. Hey, we know that your whole this is very much a family affair for you. Showbiz runs thick and deep in your family. They love getting involved in all your productions. Have they given you any inspiration for this, Bonnie?
Well, actually, Richard, you know my son, Christopher.
Very well.
And you do. And he wrote the Snow White that we do in the USA, because in actual fact, it's different because we have to use topical things with USA. So he's really fabulous to be with and to work with, because he's always inspiring to me, and I think more because he knows the songs. He'll pick out modern songs and I go, really? And he'll go, Mum, you have to use songs that kids love, but you also have to use songs that families love. And he's funny. I mean, I don't know how he writes scripts, because it's not in me to do anything. So Christopher, honestly, I couldn't even do a poem. I was so useless at school with that. But Christopher's definitely got it, and is really helpful to me in USA. And then we have Christopher Wood, who does the Australian ones for us. He writes those because that's more kind of traditional, more English, whereas America, it's kind of, they have their own way of doing it. And it's funny, really, because USA, Australia, London, they're all quite different, but Australia is definitely closer to England.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, we also want to ask you about your recent meeting with another famous Bonnie Tyler, and you got pulled up on stage. What happened?
Honestly, I don't know how you found out this information, because it's hysterical. So Bonnie and I, again, have been friends since the 70s, and she's got a place in Portugal, like Cliff has, like I have, and we always get together. So she was doing this concert, but she was bringing out a new song called Slow Walk. So she said to me, come over, show me a few moves, what I can do to the songs. Of course, I go over there, we have a nice glass of orange juice, and we're learning the movements. And then she's doing the concert. So she invites friends of ours, and Cliff was going and I was going, and we got there, but it was packed. So we were at the side of the stage. So she saw me and she was brilliant. I can't tell you how brilliant she was. And I thought, okay, she knows I'm here. So I went downstairs, it was all outside, to get a glass of water, and I heard my name. And I went, oh my goodness. I tore up the stairs, went to the side of stage, and she was saying, my choreographer, Bonnie Lithgow. And with that, I waved like that. And then she pulled me on stage, on the beach, on stage in the Algarve, and she made me dance with her. I mean, it's the weirdest thing, because I'm not nervous or scared, but I was really nervous. I looked out and there was 8,000 people and me dancing with Bonnie Tyler.
That's what you call a total eclipse of the heart, Bonnie.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we love...
It was.
We love your passion and energy and can't wait to see the new show. Please give our best to the whole family, and especially Chris, must give him a call. To catch Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, head to ozpanto.com. Bonnie Lithgow, thank you. Much love.
Thank you.
See ya.
Merry Christmas to you all.
Thank you very much.
You too.